Hello, how are you guys? I'm Lori LaRose. I have Active Stamping here on Facebook, and when I get them over to the YouTube channel, Active Stamping over there as well. And if that is like, even though you were just scrolling, take a peek above, act. It's just an act that I stamp. No, I'm just teasing. Lately I haven't been. For the last couple of years I've been doing lives quite frequently. So tonight I just came back from a beautiful walk. I live in Alberta, Canada, and I have a puppy, and we were out walking with a friend that brought over a dog as well, and so away we went. Anyways, I am going to do a no cutting card for you tonight, a little technique idea. If you love the idea and want to play along, we have a group called Creativity for Everyone, Stampin' Style, and it's a group anyone can join, obviously. And yesterday my live was another no cut idea. Today I cheated just a little tiny bit. As I was cutting, I was like, whoops. Yesterday I didn't even cut the base of the card, but it's a fun technique. So check it out, and then I'll put you down and we'll get started with this one too. So here we go. So many buttons at the bottom of this live now. All right. Oh no, I know what I want to do. I want to have it up here. Oops. And I apologize to people who get a little stressed by not having a totally neat space. You can put in the comments, even if you're watching on a replay, you can put in the comments, yeah, neat girl here, need to have a clean desk when I start, or no, having all the pieces are inspiring. All of a sudden a mushroom or a cup might jump out at you and tell you what you should be doing. I'm going to put my butterflies away from yesterday. It was a fun technique. I do suggest popping over. It came together kind of nicely. So today, butterflies away. Today we're going to work with some blending and a couple 3 ink pads and an older set called On the Horizon. I have in my head, I don't know, earlier today I got a phone call from one of my friends that was looking at the paper pumpkins, and one of the paper pumpkins that's still available, 92% sure you have to be a subscriber to be able to look at the past kits and whatnot, but one of them had some really cool geese from, I'm gonna guess maybe it was from September. Oh geez, what was it anyways? I'm not sure that I got that one actually, now that I'm thinking of it. Oh, I have my computer little thing out there way high and I was hitting it. All right, so like I said, I cheated, and you can cheat too if you want to play and go along. It's a challenge to do a no cut card. You can cut the card base. We were given that permission. So I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna have some pink on it, and it's gonna be this pretty little pink, pretty in pink card actually. What is this really called? Pretty in pink. There we go. And well, yesterday I was busy tearing, so I used a ruler. This is a little, so I could have done the same practically with this, but I just tore the edges. Not tore the edges, I got the shape and the size that I needed to do this. But today I'm going to cheat, and I'm going to have a panel of white because we're going to blend onto there. So I'm going to need some blender pens, not blender pens, blending brushes. And if I can find a softer pink one. Good thing I came up here to see what the heck I'm doing. Okay, so now you're like, what's you gonna do? Where's gonna be the tear? You're cheating already, Lori. Yeah, wait, watch for it. So I'm gonna take this little guy and I am going to tear it. And I'm just looking at the size and being like, rats, it's not quite long enough, but that's okay. I'm going to fake it. We'll make this happen. If I had some really good masking tape, I could have a little white thing. Anyways, okay. So when you tear to and fro, I don't think it makes any difference on this, but when you tear, I'll show you. When you tear, if you tear towards you, the one side is got like a rough little edge, and the other side is like this nice little neatness. And so I think for today, it'll be better to have that part. So as I'm tearing towards me, it's going to be this side here. So I just want to do a jaggedy edge. And I was going to try and avoid some of these weird little guys. Fortunately, I have. So now I'm going to tear with my right hand, so I'm just going to tear away from me instead to keep the same dealio. And looks pretty good. Okay. And so I'm going to, this is actually a, what do you call those? Like a 3M, but it's not 3M, obviously. Sticky notes or whatever you call it. All right. Because it's, I'm going to line this guy up. And then I'm going to line it up and push it away. But line it up here. And then I'm going to put it about here. I'm just going to bring this guy along here. And there we go. All right, so I'm going to start with some pretty in pink. Oh, wait. I'm going to do the other side too. All right, so I'm going to tear again and go from there. And honestly, the faster you do it, usually the better it is. All right, so this one, again, I tore it with my right hand, so we'll see which way's better. All right, and I'm going to put this guy up here. And so all I want is just I don't think I want this one down just a little bit lower, so that's good. I can do that easy enough. So I want a little bit bigger space between it as I got it going. All right, so if you're wondering, what are you talking about, the tear? I don't know if you can see it or not, but this is one way and that's another. If you're making sand ever and snowbanks, this is the side that you want. And if you're just wanting a nice tear, this is sort of the side. I'm curious which side, when I'm inking, make a difference. So I need to just watch here as I come along and fake it just on the edge here. And so I'll basically be faking it by just adding this in here like this. And voila, I have the edge, kind of, right? So when you're using your blender pens, you want to start off and come on. And this is a no cut. It's a tearing technique card, essentially. So, and of course, I always do things more rapido than you guys need to. And so sometimes I end up with blotches because I come off my sheet too faster than I should in an attempt to be quick and speedy. Now I do want to have a little tiny bit of something here. All right. But a lot of times once you add your elements or words, it all kind of blends itself together. So I'm going to add in some petunia now, and I might come back, excuse me, because I want to do the base in the pretty in pink. I might need to come back for a little tiny bit, but we'll see. So I'm going to have a little bit of petunia pop, definitely coming. I know this one's inky just from knowing. And I'm just going to come straight in on that one. It's a really inky one. So around the edges especially, you want to go up on, because otherwise you'll catch down and stuff, but that's okay. Okay. And then I want to have a little bit of blue in here as well, just for fun. So I'm going to kind of pretend like I've got some sort of a sky, probably. Had a really nice sunset last night. Just as I was hanging up with you guys last night, I looked out and it was like, ooh, it's so pretty. All right, since I came in so strong on there, I want to have more blue now. I don't know if it matters if it's one way or the other. I think I'll just add wherever it tends to be. Ooh, look how pretty this is going to be. Now, there's that guy there. This guy here, I don't have very much going on here, so I'm going to add a little tiny bit more here. Now I am using Balmy Blue in case you're wondering. My brush often has like a 0 on it or whatever, so that's probably why I've got a little bit darker edge there. And if you see like this corner wants to bend down, I just need to be a little bit careful right there for the next few minutes while I finish this off. I think that's going to be quite pretty. All right. So now we're going to peel and reveal. Ha! I like that rhymes. All right. I'm just going to clean this off. I'm leaving you in a bit of suspense to see. Hi, Donna. How you doing? I'm doing a no-cut card. I did cheat tonight. Last night I tore everything. Tonight I just tore the element to make it looked like it's a torn card, but I cut nice and smoothly. But oh, look how pretty, hey? So using Pretty in Pink, Petunia Pop, and Balmy Blue. And there it is. There's the card. No, I'm just teasing you. So now I'm going to just stamp some grass and my birds and a little bit of words, and we'll be done. Do I want to say relax and enjoy your day? That might fit in there nicely. Let's see. Oh. All right. So it's funny because once we start stamping with clear acrylic block, not clear acrylic blocks, clear photopolymer stamps, we sure get, I don't mean to say lazy. I think I'm going to bring in, actually I'm going to stamp either in Blueberry Bushel or Secret Sea. And I think I'll do Secret Sea because it's a little bit closer to black, but it's kind of still obviously a navy. And I could just do black because I'm kind of going for a silhouette look. So this guy here, I got to see how these ducks stamp out because I'm not really positive, honestly. Yeah. I do find, honestly, these guys make me a little bit cross because they'd have been better just to have them all. They're pretending like a couple of them are being the opposite, and really it just makes me feel like they're upside down. All right, so I can't go anything too far wrong there. And I'm going to have the grass as well. And am I online here? Yes, I am, sort of. Where is my blocks? Okay, so super simple. I'm wondering when I'm doing it on the edge, I think if I have some on and some off, I think it'll look okay. Let's hope so. For those that are watching, maybe scrolling, catching a wee piece, and they're like, as if you don't know. I really don't. I'm just literally going for bust right here. Okay, so I'm just lining that up. Oops, and I'll push it up a little bit so you can see better. I don't know how it's going to look. I don't have an off-screen one that tells me, oh yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to, oh my gosh. I totally do have this on here crooked-eyed. Let's put it on straight at least, Lori. So one hack, I don't know if you've ever been taught that, is if you put this on and then line up on a line below on the glass, like sometimes that could help. Oh, for God's sakes, did you see what I just did? Ay, ay, ay. Da, 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 da. And then I think, yeah, another way would be, right. Oh, goodness sakes. Honestly, what I was really doing there was trying to get it to be pushed on properly. Okay, here we go. Let's see if this is very straight, because I do need it to be straight. Perfect. All right, so now what I'm stamping is what I'm seeing. What I'm seeing is what is true. All right, and I think I'm going to do it mostly on, cross your fingers. That looks okay. And then this little guy here, I'm going to bring this in here again because, oh, that's upside down for sure. Good thing I stamped it. But I like where that is, so that's good. Now when I stamp it, I'm just going to stamp it zigzaggy. That'll be perfect. And a couple of them can be off, but most of them on. Nice. And then I think I'm just going to do a thinking of you down here at the bottom, and that'll be it. You guys will be on your way to making a cup of tea and off to the next race. Yay. So again, I'm working Secret Sea. I did post my card on Creativity for Everyone. I did it once under the challenge itself and also as its own post. You are, as a member of the group, able to post in that group, and we would love to see your guys' take on any of this challenge. We used to do color challenge all last year, and we just tossed it up. Keisha just tossed it totally up this week, and took us by surprise. So I thought, I'm going to do my lives with it. Doing like a total weird challenge this week, the no cut card. And so yesterday I was inspired to do my live with that. And then today as well, a little technique that you can do. All right. So I'm going to just do this. Hopefully, be straight, be straight. Come on, be straight. And I'm just leaving it for 1 second, not pushing hard, but just letting some of the black ink go. Oh, it couldn't have been more perfect. Let's pretend that's my 23 years of stamping coming through. That's gorgeous. What a simple, beautiful card, hey? I will put that onto here. I will probably mount it up on, what do you call it? You know, either some sequins or some little gems will be beautiful on here. And Bob's your uncle. If you're lucky, you have a good one. My dad was a Bob and he was a good uncle. All right. One of my girlfriends was saying, I said, I'm not very good at the gems. That's why I don't do them all the time in front of you guys, because it takes me forever to figure it out. She's like, well, you just put two and one. I'm like, I know that's the rule. Do I put it up onto the cloud? And I'm like, but I'm not very good at it. So that's what we will get better at as we go. See, I don't practice my gems all the time. I actually wonder, do I want one up here? Yeah, maybe that's it. Is that better? I think so. I can put this guy over. So this little picker tool is kind of jazzy because until you press them down, you have a little bit of play. Yeah, that's better. Hey, all right. And then I will pop this up on some dimensionals. I like to do this so they can feel the fatness of it. Ta-da! There we go. I love it too, Donna. Thank you. Isn't that fun? So I just tore the edges and then inked and go. Now there are errors. If you actually want to be really critical, you can see, oh, look there, but it's a sky. So all of a sudden it's just like perfect. So anyways, give it a try, please. Have a challenge or two. Watch for the challenges in the coming weeks. And scroll back maybe and pick up one of the old ones in the last couple weeks. One was flowers, so that was easy. The beginning of the month was the puppy dog because that was International Puppy Day or whatever. And what a simple, beautiful card to pop into the mail to somebody. All right, have a great evening, you guys, and I will see you back here probably Thursday evening, live at 8. As my girlfriend Connie says, it'll be great. Talk to you guys later. Bye.